Hi, we're going to be showing you the new transcription support for audio in ResCarta. First of all, I'm going to open up a data directory, object per file, because I've got a directory here called Zorba in my audio directory that I downloaded. And I've got two audio files in there, two wave files. I'm going to open these. It found two waves. One has data already, the Zorba paster, but the other one has no metadata yet. So I'm going to make it ResCarta and give it an aggregator, pick audio recording from the pull-down list. And now what I've got is the same interface that you would have for a text object or a photograph. And we can start adding titles here to the object. You see the object above. There's a map of the audio output. We can add abstract message from the founder. We can go down and add the new names interface, which showed up in version 3.1. You've got the metadata elements supported by the Library of Congress here. The name types can be simple or multi-part, so you can separate the first and last name if you like. In this case, I'm going to create John S. Anderson. I'm going to, forgot to click the creator. Click the creator, say, okay, he's my creator, ResCarta is the owner. We can put in data publication if we're going to actually put this up on the web today. And that's actually the first time. These are ISO dates, so we put them in an ISO format. The capture date, we captured this particular audio today as well. And we'll go down here and put a subject in. We'll give it a geographic heading. So you can see that this looks, if you're using ResCarta tools now for your photographs and for your compound objects like books or maps, the metadata elements are very similar, allows you to put in all the mods related metadata elements that you can do from the Library of Congress here. So now we have two objects, both with names and titles. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to open up the data conversion tool. Now, data conversion tool is very similar again, source directory, data type. We're going to do this by file. We've already given our metadata, so we're going to use ResCarta mets, and we're going to just press begin. When we're doing this, it's not only converting the file from wave to broadcast wave, it's also doing a transcription of the text. It's building an OGG output file for display. So we have an OGG display, we have a wave file, and we have a metadata file. The broadcast wave file, we had a little problem with it. The BWF meta edit from the federal government, Federal Agencies Digitization Guidelines, if you pulled it up, it would give you an error saying it had unsupported chunks. Well, we reported that, and they did fix that. It wasn't our end, but their end. So we put a new tool. This is the new version of that same tool, although there's no version in the header and you don't know which one you're really using unless you look deeper. But we can open up that same file here, 7.4, and when we do that, you'll see that the data is now showing itself as having an AXML link. There's the AXML data embedded into the unit. So very similar to your text files in TIFF, where we embed the metadata directly into the object, we do the same for audio. Like we allow you to check your OCR, your textual OCR stuff, here we allow you to also see what happened to the transcriber. Seems like we have the Museum Photos project underway. So each word that the transcriber found is available. Like I'm using my up and down keys to move back and forth between these textual elements that it found. And this is, we have the museum and a bell. So we can delete that word. This is photos, not fellows or follows. You notice it's turning red. So it does a spell check as well. Making the photographic, spell it right, it goes off. Okay. Graphic. And richness and regions. Okay. So you can pick the term, it'll play it. You can move through it with your keys.
We have the museum photos.
You can click back in an area,
under project.
turn it on, let it play. I can pause it.
Underway.
We also have options where you can change the tempo. So if you have text that's hard to discern, you can go in here and slow things down.
Seems like we have the museum photos project underway.
So that makes it a lot easier to find the text.
Making the photographic richness of the chip.
Okay, that's the transcriber. The collections manager, again, whether you have textual materials or audio materials, we can combine them in the same collection. So you could have interviews, oral histories, you could have newspaper articles, you could have radio shows. They can either be transcribed or not. So you could have music materials, whatever materials you have in audio format, you can do it. We can add a collection here for this Chippewa Valley Historical Society. Could add an abstract this, but we added a collection. Now we're going to add things to it, and you pick it just as you would pick it in ResCarta tools for text. Or I got my audio, my volume is shut off here, but you can jump around and play. You can go look through the metadata. It will start to play. You can jump through locations and find things. You can examine the individual audio file itself. Use the collection manager to check your work. You can go down and edit or augment or supplement the metadata just as you do in the collection manager for textual materials. You can add a text transcription. In this case, we stuck it in the abstract field. Anyway, so that's what that does. So we'll close this, get out of here. The indexer looks the same, smells the same, and does the same job. So whether you have textual materials or audio materials, we can rebuild the index, optimize it. So it's going to build this index from scratch, and you can see it's pretty snappy. It just went through those objects, WPR stuff, and did it. All right, web page. The web server, again, will display the text as it displays your photographs. We can also do searching. I'm going to search here for the term Prilosec. It appears in the Zorba Pastor file that I built, and it is many times. So let's see what that is.
I would suggest is you go and get Prilosec, either Prilosec or Prevacid, Prevacid. Is you go and get Prilosec, either Prilosec or Prevacid to the counter. Double the dose on the container. For Prilosec, that'll be 40 milligrams. For Prevacid, it'll be 30 milligrams. Take it on the day
that I'm aware of: Nexium, Prevacid, Prilosec, Acifex, Zegrid.
Proton pump inhibitors, Prilosec, Nexium, those are the drugs that are in that class.
So you can see we can jump around. We can jump back and forth anywhere the word appears in the document. If I put another document, another search in here for photos, which I don't believe appears in the audio files, you'll find that it's searching for Hannibal City directories, documents, whatever. We go back here and do something that appears in both textual materials and audio materials. It'll look through both. We're going to go here, and we can pick the City of Alaska ordinances and scroll down here. You'll see that it still finds public. It highlights it, says it found it. Go back to search results and pick one of the MPR items, and here it comes.
The Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, or ICE, says 26
appears near the end.
Raid. Chuck Quirmbach, Wisconsin Public Radio in Newton.
So there you are. There you have it.